Alright, y'all. Let's get this thing started, okay? I always loved that intro when I did the interview with Elizabeth Phillips. That's one of my favorite intros, man, that I've ever done. Cool fighter. And I'm a big, huge fan of Elizabeth Phillips, okay? But let's go ahead, man, and talk about another fighter that I highly respect, Valerie Letourneau. You know what? I'm glad Valerie Letourneau is only but a handful of the fighters that, you know what, she not afraid to come out and talk about the UFC bull. She ain't afraid to. And, you know, Valerie did a great interview. And she said finally the UFC get it. You know, and they asked her, you know, what does she think about the UFC now adding a 125-pound division? Listen, I'm a coach, man. And you can look at Valerie's face. Valerie was like, you know, yeah, they finally get it. But, you know, you can tell she was pissed off. Because she had been killing herself, man, to make 115 pounds. And also, too, you know, Valerie Letourneau been the front runner of, you know, trying to convince them to get a flyweight division. And it's like she been going on record, she been going on interviews saying that they need it. Valerie been saying, look, it's me and a lot of other girls at 115. They can't even make the weight class. Like, they're not even natural 115 pounders. They can't make it. And, you know, Valerie has just, you know, has some words, you know. And I like Valerie Letourneau because she not afraid to speak what she mean. And those are kind of fighters that resonate with me. And, you know, yeah, I'm going to, you know, reach out to a management team and, you know, see if I can interview her. And I want to talk to her about this, man, because the person who interviewed her didn't go into the questions deep. Like, I want to ask Valerie, I mean, to be straight up, like, what does she really see as a lot of the internal problems? But see, I actually want to hear from a fighter's mouth, because some fighters, they won't say much, man. Like, you got cyborgs. You even got Tanya Evinger, who, you know, even told me a whole lot more stuff than y'all don't even know. But, man, Tanya Evinger don't care. You know, Chris Cyborg don't care. I mean, you got a lot of other fighters, man. Like, even Juliana Pena done expose some of the BS, man. And it's like, okay, you know, when are the rest of the fighters going to stand up? You know, when are they going to stand up? But Valerie Letourneau not afraid. Well, she's in Bellator now, so she don't care. But, you know, I wouldn't think Valerie is burning a bridge if Dana White thought that, you know, she could bring money to the table, you know? That's just my opinion. But, I mean, she's coming out, man, and she's saying, you know, yeah, you know, it's good that they got it now. But, you know, and Valerie like, well, hell, I ain't there no more. You know, you know, and her frustration, man. Her frustration, and I know she's frustrated, because every fighter's dream, you know, because since the UFC is supposedly the top fighting brand in the world, that's their goal, that's their dream, to make it to the UFC. And then when you make it, fighters like Valerie Letourneau, they let down. Like, they had all these expectations, and it's like, oh, well, damn, it's not what I thought it was. And you know, you can kind of get that sense from Valerie Letourneau when she was giving this interview. You know, and it wasn't what she thought. You know, I mean, and this is another fighter who, in my opinion, did not get pushed like she was supposed to. And, you know, yeah, people will say, because she was 8-6. But, you know, some of the fights, she had 3 of her fights that were very close split decisions that could have went the other way. And, you know, it's just, yeah, man, it's a shame, man. You know, and Valerie, she one of them fighters, she not going to bend over. And some people be thinking, oh, Coach, you stupid if you think Dana White would never, you know, want sex from any of his female fighters. That's a lie. Listen, this is a mafia-run organization, and I keep telling y'all this, okay? And see, you guys will, it's a conspiracy theory. Listen, when you start getting into the whole money thing, and when you start getting into some of the family organizations, some of the demonic entities, see, I be taking you fanboys into a whole nother realm that you guys ain't ready to handle. And I may even get another channel talking about, you know, just demonic spirits and all this other stuff that a lot of these companies, they bless over their companies. Alright, and Letourneau said a lot of other stuff too, you know. She said it's a true blessing. Like I said, you know, I've cut my weight at 115 and realized how crazy this was. I'm glad I did it because it brings me to that championship fight with, you know, Jan Jacek. And I had a great experience, but my body could never. I couldn't even do more of these weight cuts, especially at my age. It's just killing my body. And the girl only 33, 34 years old, man. So it's like, she knows she can't do it, and it is harder for women. And she also let on that, more fighters, they really need to concentrate in between fights, keeping their weight down as close to their fight weight as possible. And me, my whole rhetoric, it need to be 10 pounds or less, okay? They need to be. And, you got to live the fighter lifestyle. And Valerie Letourneau lived the fighter lifestyle. It's just she's not a natural 115 pounder. It was killing her. And you would see her on scales, man. She looked like a damn, skeleton. Like she could have played on one of them video games and, the Elder Scrolls or something. I mean, it really was ridiculous, man, how she was trying to do this. And, she got a chance against Jan Jacek, but I think this was before Joanna was a champion. But she, just not really happy with the UFC. Not really happy as a UFC. Not happy with them. And, and you can't blame the girl, man. You can't blame the girl. And she probably have seen a lot of stuff going on that she was like, what? Are you serious? And she kind of feels like, and I can tell, man, she kind of feels like Tanya Evinger feel. It's like they do all this work. They, are true professionals. They come in and they make the weight. Okay, they do what they got to do, and it's like they can't get some of these opportunities that they see some of these younger fighters like Mackenzie Dern. They can just take off some clothes and show a little butt crack here, a little cleavage here, and it's like, everybody drooling. But I'm gonna tell you, y'all don't think Dana White. I'm telling y'all, if his own mama said that, he slept with some of the ring girls. If you don't think this dude done propositioned some of these ladies, look, you come on over to Cue Ball Headland and let me take my bald head and shine that ass up of yours. If you don't think Dana White done had some conversation like this, or if something done went down between him and some of these fighters, you're crazy. Okay? You're crazy. And these little hype jobs, the real good hype jobs, it's a wonder. Why they still around? And I just got to wonder that. But it is what it is. Take this video at its worth. You guys, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.